Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm gonna show you about the semester learning plan and course of digital literacy, and I am the lecturer. I am the Suryo Hadi Kusumo, and the supporting lecturer, which is the Mrs. Rusina Wida Febriana. Okay, you need to complete this course, which is have the objective of this course, which is we have the code CPLP number 6 is working together with the social sensitivity and the tolerance and the concern of the society and the environment, and respecting cultural diversity and opinion, critical views on digital business science. We have two objectives of this course. Three objectives, which is CPMK number 6, CPMK number 1, CPMK number 2, and CPMK number 3. You need to understand what is the concept of digital literacy and understand how the principal intellectual property rights work, and apply the knowledge of the e-commerce, the e-business, and the content strategy to develop implementing digital business solution. You have the references, the millennial digital literacy, and the e-commerce cyber, and the Indonesian digital literacy framework. We have 16 sub-criteria that you need to attend in our course. And the first one, you need to teaching about the contract and the introduction of digital literacy, and you need to recognize the various type of hoax and their impact of society at the course presentation in weeks 2. In week 3, you need to understand how to able to differentiate between credible and non-credible source. And weeks 4, you need to understand what is meant by the plagiarism and ethical implication in digital context. And the weeks number 5, you need to understand what is the meaning of plagiarism and its ethical implication in digital context. In the week 6, you need to apply an ethical guidelines in real scenarios in the digital world. And week number 7, you need to understand what is the various type and the cybercrime to how to prevent it, including how to deal with the spread of hoaxes in the cyberspace. And after that, after week 8, you need to do the midterm exam. And after that, you can learn about the analysis of social mechanism at the week 9 and the week 10. You need to understand what is the electronic transaction and their role in e-commerce, and how to relate the legal framework in Indonesian regulation. In weeks 11, you need to different between the B2B, business to business, or business to customer, or customer to customer, and how the business model in e-commerce work. And the weeks 12, you need to understand basic of business and how to difference before the e-commerce and another business, and etc. You can look at the midterm and learn plan of this course. I will continue about this one. Okay, in this course we are doing to build our awareness in the digital literacy. Okay, everyone, we were talking about the technology and digital tools, which is the very shape of world today and what they mean of us. What we look both in the positive and negative impacts of digital media, why it's so important, and why to be need to be aware of the information that we consume and share online. Throughout of this course, you will gain the skill will help you to navigate the digital world more effectiveness and the responsibility. This is my profiling. Before we dive into the content, let's uh, go over some ground rules of this course. Before that, I want to share you about my experience, which is I was born in Jakarta and my university is Bina Nusantara University, and I will continue about the Erlangga University. This is my occupation. Before I'm going to be the lecturer, I was head of quality assurance at the TBBS, and I am the consultant of International Standard Organization, and I am the trainer, and this is my experience. And you can see this is our project that we are completed by several years ago. Okay, this is the lecturer rules. You need to uh, you need to help this distraction to be the next question, and if you attending by online, you need to ask the question, or during group discussion this will help you to keep distraction to the minimum. And also please remember to submit your assignment on the time. We have to 5 days after due date to turn in your work, but it's always better to get it done early. If you having issues that the internet or having else, just let me know and we will figure out together. This is a lecturer. We submit the text, the maximum 5 days to date to giving the text, and you need to attending the Google Meet or the Zoom. You have to share before, and you need to expect present 5 minutes. 15 minutes before the lecturer is going. This is the weight value. You can complete this course if you have the effectiveness 5% in the form of attitude, the attendance and discussion, practice and question and the answer. Maybe there will also the quizzes and the assessment that will add up to 20%, and the midterm exam is worth 30%, and finally the final exam is also the 30%. And it's very important to stay on the top of your work throughout the semester, because every part of this counts towards your final grade. This is the assignment. Every meeting text, there is every meeting, and every text you need to submit on the Google Classroom, and the percentage which is I explained before this slide, and you need to understand. And one moment ask the question or ask the answer percentage, student can do raise hand before you ask the question, and the quiz done before the UTS and before the final exam. So this is why is digital literacy is very important to know. So what we are talking about the digital literacy, well, the internet was grown so fast, and with it, and so we have the way to interact and get information. We are constantly online, and wherever it's social media, reading the news, and or even the shopping. But with the comes with the lots of risks like the misinformation and hoax, It's easy to get up in the something false that maybe we are not careful for it. That what's really important to learn how to think critically about what we see and what we write in the online, and what this discourse will help you to how to interact with the other people in the online. Okay, the next slide is we are living in digital age for sure, and what everything is connected by technology, from how we communicate to how we work, and whether it's shopping online, booking appointment, or even attending the class like this, everything has become more digital. It's important to understand not just how to use the technology, but how it impacts society. In this course, we will talk about the digital world is changing by the day, and what we live and what we interact with like each other. Okay, this is the digital information on different sector. Maybe you can see the government and the business, how to business and business to customer, how to interact between uh, every element of this social, and you can look how the digital transformation is affecting different industries. For example, is healthcare. You can see at this moment something. Okay, so okay, this is um, if you this is the example. If you in healthcare, you need to use to have the physically to go to the clinic and wait to line to see a doctor. Now, thanks to the technology, you can make the appointment online, have a virtual consultation, and even get prescription without you leaving your house. The same goes the finance when you can open the bank account or apply for the loan completely online. This kind of shift is happening everywhere from the retail to customer service, and is changing how to interact with the businesses. This is the result of survey is 64.8%. It's including which is the totally in 171.17 million in Indonesian population. We have to use the technology in Indonesia. What is the impact? The impact is the social sector has been huge shift to the digital technology. Jobs like bank teller and slow being replaced by the automate system. Now you can open the bank account and verify your identity in your home, and even apply your credit card without ever stepping into the bank, and you can finally easily to open your account bank in your house. And the process is even withdrawing and the depositing account is easier with the ATM and the mobile banking. You do not to go to the bank to withdrawing or depositing your money, and you can find the nearest of the ATM or and the mobile banking to transfer your money account to money or your fund. Okay, this is the I'm sorry. second, please. Okay, this one, the impact of the financial sector. We have to discuss it, and the next slide is the customer service evolution. Before we during the technology era, the customer service has also evolved with the introduction of chatbot and automated responses. Before, if you have any issues, you need to call the hotline and get transferred between the department and wait a long time to speak to someone. Now, the chatbot can handle your basic question 24 and 7 hours. If the problem is more complex, the system will transfer you to the real person, and this makes the whole process faster and more convenient to both the customer and the businesses. This is the more example how the technology is improving everyday tasks. And the next slide is how the education is another area has greatly benefit from digital advances. In the past, education is expectedly higher education was not easily accessible to everyone. Now, thanks to the online platform, everyone take the course and gain knowledge from anywhere, like you, Mr. Aaron, or somebody else. The government too has started using the online platform to equalize the access to educational across the different region. You can take the part of training program and the workshop without the effort step foot in the classroom. This is open up many opportunity to lifelong learning. And this is the retail and the e-commerce in Indonesia. This retail is of the industry more impacted by digital transformation. Maybe we can see several years ago in 2000, it was started by the eBay, the American e-commerce, and etc. But in Indonesia, we have the rise of e-commerce platform like Tokopedia, Lazada, Shopee. Shopping is more completely different experience. You not you have no longer to visit the physical store at the person, and everything just like you click away and your shopping bag or shopping, it's completely have the resource. Okay, this is the how the copyright and the intellectual property is. Wait a second. This is the rise of digital content. What is the copyright and digital intellectual value is taken by the other person. We have also seen the increase of issues related to the intellectual property, and it's easy to share digital content, but also means it's easy for people to use other people's work without the permission. This can include everyone for the music and the videos, the written content on image, and with that, the deeper of digital literacy is important to understand what the law and the right around intellectual property and to how protect your own by being misused online. And the next slide is how to the spreads of hoaxes. One of the biggest problem we have to face in digital world today is the spread of the false information or hoax. A hoax is any information this is not based on the fact, but instead spread lies or half truth to cause confusion or panic. Because the people don't always take the time and check the fact, and hoaxes can be spread very quickly, and especially through the social media. And this course, we will talk about to how to identify a hoax and what we do to stop their spread. The rise of technology. As much the technology make us life is so easier, it also bring the certain risks for sure. And for example, we are use smartphone every day and every single day, and we are using them wisely. But study shows that millennials check their phones about 150 times in a day. This constant checking that distract us from the important facts and reduce our productivity, and instead of helping him, and the technology can sometimes slows us down and we don't have to correctly. And it's important to be aware how to we use the technology in our daily life. So what is the literacy? Let's take a moment to talk about the literacy it's mean. Generally, literacy is the ability to read and to write to solve the problem at the level necessary of the everyday life. But today, literacy goes beyond just the reading and the writing. It's also including digital literacy, which is about the being able to navigate the digital world and how to use the technology effectively. And this is why it's so important to not only understand how to use the technology and how to use the responsibility and safety. This is the digital understanding, what you need to understand what is the digital. And we talk about the digital. What as a digital, what is that really mean? The word comes the Greek and the digitus, which is referred to the finger or the counting. In the modern term, digital refers to anything that involves digital or data that processes in binary codes, a series on the 0 and 1. And 0 is dead, 1 is alive, and etc. This is how the computer and other digital device store the process information. Everything from the photos, from your videos, from your phone to the signal sent by the satellite works using the digital technology. This is the benefit of digital literacy. If after you taking this course, I will tell you about the digital literacy, how it's so important in our life. Being digitally is literate, save you a time, helps you learn faster, and can even save your money. It keeps you up to date with the latest information and allows you to connect it with the world around you. Whether you are not work or just making everyday decision, this digital literacy can make you smarter choice and be more productive. Plus, it can give you the tool the influence of the world and be part of global digital community. Sorry. And this is the skill that you need to have and to success in digital world. So you have to learn about the several key of skills that you need to develop in every single day. This included how to manage your social network, protect your privacy, and create and share the content. And you also need to know how to the filter through the vast and amount of the information out there and decide what is this useful and what is not. And lastly, you being able to broadcast yourself, whether it's through social media and the other platform, is important part to participating in the digital age. If you have any question, please asking me the question in the WhatsApp mobile, and you can ask the question in the WhatsApp group. And thank you very much for this time, and I hope this presentation give you more uh, insight for digital literacy in Indonesia, for especially. Maybe you can use it digital literacy in your country too, or Indonesian or the other. Uh, okay, I will. Thank you very much.